This is Brian. Welcome to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy III, or Final Fantasy VI, I guess. This one came out for the SNES, and when we got it in the US, it was Final Fantasy III, because 2 and 3 for the NES never came over here. And I am going to play the original SNES version. Much like most of the Final Fantasy series, this game just has marvelous music. So sometimes I will take a moment to try to just enjoy that. Other than that, though, we're not going to waste too much time here. We're just going to get into it. Long ago, the War of the Magi reduced the world to a scorched wasteland, and magic simply ceased to exist. Thousand years have passed. Iron, gunpowder, and steam engines have been rediscovered. High technology reigns. But there are some who would enslave the world by reviving the dread destructive force known as magic. Can it be that those in power are on the verge of repeating a senseless and deadly mistake? Here's the town. Hard to believe an Esper's been found intact there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Yeah, we got Vix and Wedge here. Think it's still alive? Probably, judging from the urgency of our orders. And this woman, this sorcerer, why is she here? I heard she fried 50 of our Magitek armored soldiers in under 3 minutes. Not to worry. Slave crown on her head robs her of all conscious thought. She'll follow orders. We'll approach from the east. Move out. And yeah, for that part at least, it was just auto-scrolling. Now, for this part, I think you can skip it, basically. But basically, they're just going to keep marching through the credits here until they get to the town. It doesn't take too long, so I'll just let it play through all the way. And I'll just mention a few things. I am very familiar with this game. It'd actually be the Final Fantasy game that I've played through the most times. And I mean, I usually do almost everything in the game, but this is not necessarily going to be a 100% playthrough, because at least from my perspective, 100% would mean getting all of the abilities for each character. And if you're familiar with this game, you know what that means for a couple of them, which I'll mention once we get them, but I don't want to really spoil anything if you haven't played the game before. As far as picking up items and stuff, I'll probably try to get all of that. But I'm not going to worry if there's something that I forget. It's not going to be a breaking point for me. I think this one's probably about the same length as 5. It might be a little longer, depending on how much you do, as far as they have more available for optional side questing stuff towards the end of the game in this one. And I'm going to do as much of that as I can. Well, should do all of it, I guess, actually, I should say. And there you can see they're getting closer to the town. Translator Ted Woolsey did a lot of these old games. Let's put her on point. No sense taking any risks. Forward. Alright, we finally have control now. I think if you try to leave, they'll just, break out and say, Jesper's got to be in here. Move out. Alright, so let's go into the menu. Just check things out. So yeah, we got Vix and Wedge, who are the soldiers, and then Mysterious Woman, who doesn't have a name. She's at level 3, but her HP is still less than theirs, and they're at level 1. And she actually has MP. They don't. Don't start off with any items, but we do have a rare item. Pendant worn by the girl who pilots the Magitek armor. Skills. Espers. We don't have any, but we'll find out what they are later. Magic. She has Cure and Fire to start out the game. And you can see there is quite a bit available for extra magic. Sword Tech, Blitz, Lore, Rage, and Dance, which I don't have access to any of those at this point. And we'll discuss those once we get them. Yeah, you do have an Optimum and a Remove button and an Empty, so that's kind of nice for re-equipping stuff. We don't have any other items, so yeah, she's got the Mithril Knife, the Buckler, Leather Hat, and Leather Armor to start with. See, we have Vigor, Speed, Stamina, Magic Power, Battle Power, Defense, Evade Percentage, Magic Defense, and Magic Block Percentage. I don't think we can actually even check out what these guys have. We don't have any relics yet, so once we get those, we'll discuss how they work and all that. Status screen tells you most of what you need to know. Once again, it has all your statistics there, and it gives you your experience and how much you need to level up. Now, config. I'm gonna keep it on weight just because I'm not trying to make this like a speed run or any kind of a challenge. I just want to go through it. I'm not gonna try to level up too much if I can. I'll just try to go straight through. So that'll be the challenge aspect, I guess, as for me. Battle speed and message speed at 3, I'll probably just leave that. Window or short, I don't remember what that does. Gauge, off or on, just means, are you going to see the ATB gauge on screen or not? I'll leave it on. Cursor, you can set it to memory. So, like, let's say if I wanted to use fire as a magic spell, if I put it on memory, I'm pretty sure each time she would get her turn, it would auto default to using fire. I'll leave it on reset, though. And yes, if you change a party member out and they come back in, you can set it up so that they go back to optimum equipment automatically, or you can set it so that they just start out empty and you have to manually re-equip them. Optimum's pretty nice, I think. You can always still go back and manually adjust things if you don't like what it does. And yeah, this did have the option for multiplayer, which I'm pretty sure on the SNES that just meant you could have two people, and all the second player could do was just control the actions of one character in battle, I think. I never really did that, so I don't know exactly how it works for sure, but nice that they have it. Here you can adjust the order that your magic appears in. I usually would just leave it by default this way, with healing first, then your attack, and then your effect magic. Effect means just like status effects, like slow, haste, poison, or no, not poison. Slow and haste and sleep maybe, stuff like that. We'll see once we get some of it. Here you can adjust the background. I usually do not keep it with just the plain blue one. Some of these are kind of annoying though, like this one, that's just too distracting for my tastes. I don't like that one. I usually go with either this one. I think this time we'll go with this. And if you don't like the presets, you can also change the colors on your own. And yes, it keeps track of your money, your time, and your steps. So yeah, I've taken 1 step so far. Anyway, let's get into it. Machine riding self-important swine. Take this. So we got a Lobo. Yeah, here we have Magitek. You got Fire Beam, Ice Beam, Heal, Force, and Bolt. So Fire, Ice, and Lightning, or Heal. And these attacks are pretty powerful. It has a lot more available. I'll go over those in the next battle a little bit more. Can't go into any buildings or anything. And since these things are so big, we're kind of limited on where we can go. So they're only basically giving you one way you can go. Demonstrate that a little bit here, though. Imperial Magitek armor? Not even Narsha's safe anymore. I always thought that's how you would pronounce it, as Narsha. Narsh, maybe? And don't pronounce the E, but I'm gonna call it Narsha. Yeah, so here we have the guards. So yeah, she has the same as the other guys, but she also has Bioblast, Confuser, Tech Missile, and X-Fur. So just so we have a chance to show off all of them, I will try to use everything. There's the Bioblast. That's gonna hit all of the enemies. So it's pretty powerful. Vix and Wedge gained a level. And once again, we're not going to be able to go over here. Limited exploration so far. Narsh's freedom depends on us. We'll show Ice and Bolt now. Yeah, for her, you can also use her magic too, but that takes up MP, and your Magitek abilities don't cost any MP. There we picked up a tonic for that battle. And yeah, straight into the guards now. Confuser isn't going to kill him, but it will confuse him. I don't know if it's 100% chance or not. Well, it worked there, so yeah, then they'll attack each other. But Confuse does wear off once they get hit by either themselves or us. Go off the Heal Beam, or the Heal Force. It's a pretty powerful healing ability at this point. X-Fur. I don't remember really using this one too much. I guess it worked as like an instant kill, but I don't think it's a 100% chance. Vix and Wedge leveled up. But yeah, they're already caught up with her now. We're all at level 3. I think I can do anything else over here. They're only leaving me one way forward. Now we're surrounded. We've got him trapped now. And yes, you do get pincer attacks in this one. I think this was the first Final Fantasy to have that. And Tech Missile, I think, is the only one we haven't showed off. Probably my favorite as far as for single enemy attacks. For single target attacks. Otherwise, since I've showed them all off now, we'll probably just default to the Fire Beam because it's the first one. This to keep things moving a little faster. And the mystery woman gained a level. We must defend the mines. I think we got some new enemies here. Yeah, bull mammoth. I'll probably use the bioblaster, I guess, with her, just so we can target all the enemies. We'll show off her magic too eventually, but I'm not too worried about it for now. Magitek is going to be the way to go for now. Fix and Wedge leveled up again. Yeah, their levels are coming pretty fast here at first. It doesn't stay that way. Don't worry. According to our source, the frozen Esper was found in a new mine shaft. Maybe this one? Alright, so we're actually in the mines now. And here we actually start getting random encounters. Got were rats. Which, I don't know. I guess it's a rat, but that's kind of an interesting sprite. Seems like the mouth is very large compared to the body. Oh, okay, yeah. And poison actually heals them, so... I guess for the most part, I usually always stick to Fire Beam, so I don't know if I actually did ever... Pretty sure I knew that, but it's been a while. Looks like there's a cave going off over there, but we can't get through there. This... Yeah. An eerie glow surrounds you. Want info about save points? Sure. At save points, you can use a sleeping bag or tent and also save a game. If you should perish, you'll automatically be able to play from your last save. Though any GP, treasures, etc. you found will have to be found again. Your level and experience data will be retained. You can save a game anywhere on the world map. So, yes, now our save option is actually here. 14 minutes in, we got our first save file. I suppose I can use your cure on the menu here. I think? Yeah, this one actually has the ability where if you press left or right, you can target everybody. I'll handle this. Stand back. Ramming speed. We won't hand over the Esper. Welk, get them. Alright, our first boss fight. That's the awesome boss music we got. Hold it. Think back to our briefing. What about it? Do you recall hearing about a monster that eats lightning? And stores the energy in its shell? Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Alright already. So, yes, you can attack the shell or the head, so you want to make sure you attack the head. Tech Missile, I think, does the most damage. As far as the other beams, I don't think it really matters. Uh-oh. Yeah. So it'll do that, and then the head goes back into the shell. So any attacks you use are going to hit the shell, and then it does its counter attack. I didn't know it was going to target that guy. I was just planning on healing him because I thought he was the lowest. So here you just want to wait. And in this game, actually, if you press the Y button, it's going to let you cycle through. I always thought that was a simple yet helpful feature. Alright, yeah, he's done already. It's not too tough. I mean, later versions, they might have made him tougher. I have played through several different versions of this game as well. Looked like the Game Boy Advanced one, the Steam version. It's been ported on several different systems. PlayStation 1 version of it, yeah. Got one potion. So we got a tonic and a potion. I think, see what those do. Yeah, the tonic's 50 HP heal, and 250 for the potion. Already got 2 different levels there. Alright, well, let's see what they were hiding back here. More random encounters. Here we got a Vaporite. Got the new one for us. Yeah, and if you keep targeting the same one, they'll just move on to the next one after they defeat it. I know some of the older games didn't do that, but by this point it was pretty common. It's like a bird kind of in there. This is the frozen Esper. Not completely frozen. Still alive, it seems like. At least there's some kind of interaction. Tri-talk. Hey, what's the matter? You know something we don't? Frozen creature began emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? Whoa! Hey, Wedge, where are you? What's happening? Pretty sure they got yeeted. Don't know if it's meant to imply that they just got blown out of here or if they just got vaporized. I think they're dead. And she is, yeah, interacting with it somehow. But it seems like it's attacking her, maybe? Yeah, you gotta move to get out of bed to proceed with anything here. Where am I? Whoa! Now I only just removed the crown. Head hurts. Z, this is a slave crown. Others had complete control over you while you were wearing it. Can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. Time, that is. Mysterious young woman, controlled by the Empire and born with the gift of magic. Hera. I'm not going to change the names of the characters, but one thing I am going to do, because I just never liked the way it looked completely, I am going to change it to lowercase for everything other than the first letter. My name is Hera. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering this fast. Okay, so there's some of the guards and their dogs that we had to fight earlier. Open up! Give us back the girl in the Empire's Magitek armor. Open this door. We want that girl. She's an officer of the Empire. These guys were fighting the Empire, right? Does that mean they like want to string her up or what? Empire? Magitek armor? Look, I have to get you out of here. I don't have time to explain. Over here. First, though, I'm gonna explore a little bit. Blocks are something you want to make note of in this game, because if you search them, a lot of times you'll get an elixir. And if you aren't familiar with what those do, they recover HP and MP to 100% for one character. And we also got a sleeping bag, which recovers HP and MP to 100%. But you have to use those at a save point or on the world map. I guess the music changed since I went into the menu there. Make your way out through the mines. I'll keep these brutes occupied. I think you can probably come back at some point later and get that elixir, but nice to pick it up there already now. He's up there! Well, they know where I'm at, I guess, but how long would it take them to get to me? Yeah, we're back in another part of the mines now. You have a save point right here. And I'm, for the most part, going to try to stagger my saves just in case anything happens with my recordings. Alright, so got a new enemy here. And let's go ahead and show off fire. Got the Repo Man. Yeah, he does a last-ditch counterattack sometimes when you take him out. I don't think it's all the time, though. It kind of depends. Yeah, we're not as strong anymore without that Magitek armor. And there are some treasures in here. Got a Phoenix down. Yeah, but in this game, they spell it different. At least in this version. Yeah, that's what brings you back when you're wounded, or knocked out, or dead, or however you want to consider it. Still got the pendant. Yeah, the were-rats again. I think that's the only kind of enemies you're going to see in here. The Repo Man, the Vaporites, and the were-rats. And she leveled up. What's that, level 5, I think? Yeah. And, I mean, it's not too hard here. But you probably still want to keep a little bit of an eye on her health, just to make sure you don't accidentally die. Another sleeping bag. A dead end, looks like. Preemptive attack. Wonder if I can get them both before they get a chance to hit. Right. I think we're actually going to go ahead and call it there for today, because I'm pretty sure if I go forward it's going to trigger another scene, and I'm not exactly sure how long that's going to take, and I don't want to cut it off in the middle of it. So we're pretty close to where I'd normally want to call it anyway. We'll pick up here next time and move forward. But thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the first part of the commentary playthrough so far, and you'd like to watch more, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.